leaders beforehand. The first action is to check they have a coupon. This must be then marked as used, and then they must sign or make their mark on the registration form next to their name. They are then given the coupon back. Only those with coupons that have been marked should be allowed to pass through. As they go through to collect their kits, issued coupons must be collected as you issue the items. Remember to always be polite and show respect. While we need to move things along, there is never a reason to rush someone through. If they find something missing, it should be dealt with immediately. The exit area must always be attended and no unauthorized person should be allowed to enter. Friends or family may be waiting to help the beneficiaries as they come out, but a clear path must be kept to prevent accidents or injuries as well as for security. Problems occur, it's a fact of life. Good planning helps prevent many, but some will still happen. How they are handled will affect the whole distribution. If you think there is a problem, do not ignore the situation. It will only become worse. Always try to deal with problems immediately and through dialogue. Keep the community leaders or village heads involved at all times. Should the problem be with a beneficiary, then the community leader or village head must always be consulted and asked to deal with the person directly. A common problem that can occur if we don't maintain control of the registration area is a crowd surge. It is easy to be intimidated if this happens, so you must stay calm and stop work. A whistle should be blown to attract attention of the crowd. Security and staff should calmly and gently move the crowd back. Village leaders should be asked to address the crowd and ensure they respect the boundaries and stay in line. Another serious problem is when someone in a position of authority, like the mayor or the police or the army, demands to have items given to their family or themselves without coupons or out of turn. As this can be intimidating, sometimes it is worth looking at again. Always stay calm and stop work. The code of conduct should be quoted or explained. If practical, give a copy to the community leader or village head. Ask them to explain it. Be firm but calm and polite at all times. Explain that they are holding things up and making things worse for those who need help. Explain that you are not allowed to do as they are asking. Remember that the community is watching. They will probably be very supportive of you and your actions if you respond fairly and within the code. Other problems that can occur are often easier to handle. But remember, all problems can create frustration for those involved, and so must be dealt with sensitively and immediately. When someone's name is on the distribution list but they have not brought their coupon, the community leader or village head should be asked to confirm the person's identity. If everything is in order, a note should be made next to the individual's signature. They can then be escorted to the distribution area to collect their goods. There will be times when someone comes with no coupon and their name is not on the list. They may be injured or have a strong reason for feeling they should be on the list. Once again, the community leader or village head must deal with this if possible, finding out why they feel they should be included. It must be explained they cannot be included in this distribution. In all these situations, it is important to have the community leaders or village heads involved, and it is important to use your judgment about how to best address the issue. If they can be politely moved away from the registration table to be dealt with, then the distribution can continue. However, if they refuse to move, then asking the community leaders or village heads to move them away is the best option. Mercy Corps staff moving them could cause tempers to rise. It's the end of the day and the beneficiaries are all leaving. But now we have to make our checks. we need to see how many beneficiaries received their goods and how many did not, as well as how many items or kits are left. We need to reload the remaining items for return to the warehouse, or, if there is suitable security, it is possible to lock the items away with copies of all the records so the few beneficiaries who did not come can collect their items the next day. It's been a good day and everyone is tired. The debriefing is always an important time to talk about the day's events and congratulate each other. The team high five is a moment of bonding and a chance to say, yes, we did it. Bring on tomorrow.
So, you've finished your training and you've spent some days learning about the principles and the sphere standards and the tools that we'll use when we deploy. But now it's time to really think about the commitment you've made both to yourself and to Mercy Corps. So as you head home now and you go back to your normal day-to-day job, think about what it means to be a part of a team. Think about what it means to work as a team, to support each other, to trust each other. And don't forget all of those key principles and those standards and the tools that you've learnt about for the last 2 or 3 days. And when it comes to being deployed to the field, remember that you don't only represent Mercy Corps, but you represent yourself, and more importantly, you're supporting and helping your country in a time of need. But as you go out there, don't forget to have some sense of urgency, to have respect for the people you work with and for the communities you're going to engage with. And above all, be part of a team that is committed not only to doing the best job possible, but doing it in the quickest and most effective way with the most efficient use of the resources we have, so that when the job is done, you can feel good that you've done the best job possible and that Mercy Corps has done the best job possible as an organization. So I wish you good luck, and to thank you also for being willing to commit to this sort of a team and to these sorts of activities. Don't go home thinking it'll be easy when you're deployed. It's going to be tough. So remember what it is to be a team member and how you're going to work with each other to really get the job done, and so that you can go home and be proud of the work you've done for those communities that needed help.
As Sean Granville-Ross has said, you're representing Mercy Corps and your country, so your behavior and actions not only affect the distribution and its smooth running, but leave a lasting impression on people about Mercy Corps. But as he says, remember it's about you too. By doing what you do well, by maintaining people's dignity and showing them respect, you can feel that you really have dignity and respect too. You have helped in changing lives. It's not just in the words on your t-shirt, it's in your actions.